Hello, good morning students. Please subscribe the channel, drop a like, share and comment. This is SSC previous year dictation exercise number 18 on the speed of 100 words per minute. Start. Honorable Chairperson, I wish to draw your kind attention to an issue relating to the tardy implementation of the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme in some of the states of the country. Sir, the National Rural Employment Guarantee Bill was passed in both the Houses of Parliament. Later on, after the Honorable President of India gave his assent to this bill, it became an Act of Parliament. Sir, this is a historic act. It provides employment opportunities to the rural people, especially the agricultural labor, artisans, and the people who are living below the poverty line. I must say, sir, that millions of people in the country are going to be benefited under this scheme. For this, I wish to compliment the Honorable Prime Minister, the Honorable Minister for Rural Development, and also all the Honorable members of both houses for translating this dream into a reality. Sir, if we look at the situation prevailing in our country, we find that a lot of people, especially the people belonging to the scheduled castes, the scheduled tribes, the backward classes, and the people belonging to minority communities, especially living in rural areas, are not getting employment during the monsoon season. When the monsoon season is not there, the agricultural activity is not carried out in the rural areas for one reason or the other. It is at this time that people migrate to cities in search of employment. Sir, we find that in the urban areas, these people get some employment either in the construction industry or in other household activities. This has resulted in exodus of people taking place from rural areas to urban areas. I am of the view that if we have to arrest this kind of migration of the people, we will have to create employment opportunities in the rural areas itself. Now, under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, these people are getting assured employment. It is a welcome step. The Government of India has brought out the guidelines for implementation of this scheme. Under this scheme, money is given to the states by the central government. The state government is the implementing authority. It is the responsibility of the states to identify the beneficiaries in their states. The beneficiaries are then issued a job card. On the basis of this, employment for 100 days in a year is assured for the man or woman. As far as rural household is concerned, a meager sum of rupees is considered as huge money for their subsistence. It is more than enough for their livelihood, keeping in view the number of starvation deaths that are taking place and the poverty that is prevailing in such places. If you go to a rural area, you will find that a drought situation is prevailing in both the northern and southern part of the country. In these places, you will find that the poor people, especially the people belonging to the weaker sections of society, are taking only one meal a day. They do not have any other means of livelihood. They cannot educate their children. They do not have enough food grains to meet their daily requirements. What I find is that there is a clear violation of the guidelines issued by the Government of India. These guidelines are very clear, but none of these guidelines are followed, and ultimately, the scheme is not being implemented in an effective manner. It is a very important scheme for the millions of poor people living in this country. If the scheme is monitored effectively, these poor people will get the advantage of this scheme. It is a very laudable scheme, but the funds meant for this scheme are being siphoned off. I sincerely feel that there should not be any politics in such issues of national importance. Sir, I would now like to mention about the lacunae in implementing this scheme. There should be total transparency in the implementation of this project. The position today is that the people living in the districts do not know about the allocation made to their districts. They do not know about the number of beneficiaries. Secondly, there should be uniformity in fixing the minimum wages for the beneficiaries. Thirdly, there is no accountability for anyone here. Neither the administration nor the panchayat is accountable. No penal action has been proposed against anyone. Then the question comes whether the work that is being done is need based or not, whether it is productive or not. A question quite often comes to the mind is whether the work has been undertaken just to provide employment to someone. I do not find any reason in needlessly engaging the laborers. It has been said that while implementing the scheme, the financial condition of the state will be taken into account.